Yo, we got a lot to get into, especially the way they reacted over them black metallic fives. But if you haven't already, go to noideasoriginal.com, subscribe to the email list. This way you could be in tune and know when shit like Winter Wars is going on, so you could be a part of that shit. Um, Subscribe to this channel, and if you haven't already, follow the Instagram No Ideas Original. Yo, a lot went on for me in 72 hours. I'm beat. Friday, I was given the privilege to help host the event for the Unbannable Jordan 1s at Undefeated. So basically, what was going on is they picked 23 people that won the raffle to give them a white glove service. That shit went on at a few stores, right? So what Undefeated did was they wore the 23 jumpsuits, white gloves on. Somebody will walk you down, sit you down, bring somebody else to bring you water and offer you sushi. Yeah, chopsticks and kicks. It was crazy. The expression on people's faces when they seen the chopsticks with the sushi was hilarious, yo. But it was more priceless when they opened the box and got to see the sneakers. Everybody was smelling them, looking at them, and yo, it was dope. So it was a couple cool stories too. One of the things I would ask the people was like, yo, what was the first pair you got? A lot of people said 2001. One guy came in with a morning was like, yo, my son is 17. He's in high school. He's starting to dig in my closet and fuck with my shit. So it was funny to me because it's like, when I was young, our parents didn't care about sneakers. By the time they was of age where I was 17 and shit like that, they was wearing shoes. They might have had one or two pairs of sneakers. They didn't give a fuck like that. So to see that the kids and the parents is beefing over the sneakers in the closet, that shit's hilarious to me. But yeah, shout out to Undefeated. Word. After Undefeated, I went to Woodstack, was able to grab another pair. Shout out to Woodstack, Brooklyn, too. They had a crazy party going on in there, too, but I knew I had Winter Wars the next day, so I was in and out. Then, shout out to Undefeated again for these things right here. Yo, what the fuck happened? When did the craze for the fives go that crazy for people to be beating each other up in the store, for it to be Soul Train lines outside of stores? I was saying to myself, yo, is it the white laces or is it FOMO, the fear of missing out, being that it was only 10,000 BRED ones, and then during the week they posted was only 50,000 pair of these. Yo, the lineup was crazy, but the way people was fighting, I was like, damn, they resurrecting a whole different type of feeling and mood outside. But I'm not gonna hold you. I had every pair of fives except 1990 black shits, right? The last pair I didn't have two pair of, but every other pair before that I had two pair all the time. So this shit is mandatory for me to have. The suede on these shits is incredible. Like I don't know any pair that had the suede this good. I like the height of the tongue, the reflector on the tongue, because that was a big thing. A lot of the other pairs back in the day, the tongue wasn't reflecting and shit. This shit I would have rathered the stitching in the back, but it's cool the way it is. If I could have doubled up on these, absolutely, I would have definitely done that. But that shit was wild seeing what was going on out there for the fives, yo. That shit took me for a whole. That shit just had me bugged out because it's like, why and when? Like, usually it's not no craze over the fives like that. Yeah, first retro run 2000, people was on it and shit like that, but I never seen no shit like that. Like, them lines was crazy. And then to see how they was getting busy scrapping in the store, yo, 2025 is definitely going to be extremely interesting when it comes to the sneakers. But for y'all that been watching the channel before, yo, I told you, like, it's too much shit dropping for it to be massive numbers of kicks. It don't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense, especially when we were seeing all the news and they saying Nike was doing bad and shit like that. It's no way in the world like they would make mad shit and risk sitting on it. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot of dope shit, but it's gonna be limited. So we might see a lot more fights. Shout out to everybody that came outside for Winter Wars, yo. That shit. Let me rewind, right? So boom, Friday night, I come home after going to Woodstack. I come home, I'm packing t-shirts to ship. fall asleep for like 4 hours. I wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, pack some more t-shirts, shoot to the city to do some last minute shit, come back, get dressed, and shoot right back to New York for Winter Wars. Now, usually when it's meetups, it'll start off a little light. When I pull up, I'll see people and then it'll just slowly form. Not this time. Motherfuckers was outside. And it was 35 degrees. Motherfuckers was outside deep. And then in the mix of talking to people, that shit just got deeper and deeper. But what fucked me up is when somebody came up to me and said, yo, a kid came here from Japan. Mind you, I had walked off real quick and went to the car to grab something, and I seen a guy from Japan walking down the block. And I'm like, damn, he Gore-Tex down. I know he coming to the event or whatever. So then they introduced me. I interviewed him real quick.
Yo, let him know where you come from.
Well, I'm from Tokyo, Japan.
Real quick. It's a quick clip, let y'all see. But then it bugged me out. Next thing I know, guys pull up like, yo, we came from LA. Then it was another guy that came from LA. It was a group of guys that came from North Carolina. It was some girls that came from Chicago. Like, this shit was unbelievable. The people that came out there. Then what really solidified it is when we took the group, well, we tried to take the group picture. It was insane out there. It was no way. It was too many people to take a group picture. The energy was at an all-time high. My whole thing about doing all this type of shit is to show people that, yo, it's not just about online. You got a lot of people that run pages and it look like they shit is popping more than it is because they buying followers. So sometimes you just got to do things to restore a feeling and get people that's into the same thing outside at the same time.
Run down the street and
So to see kids that wasn't even born wearing shit that's older than them, that shit was crazy. I seen Columbia Bugaboos. I seen a Jerry G with a Gore-Tex fucking headband, bugged out. One kid came through with the North Face shit that DMX had on when he was on the Apollo. Yo, it was so much shit. It was too much to soak in. The shit was crazy. Absolutely insane. We went inside, we talked a little bit. I gave shit away. My whole thing with the giveaway shit was I wanted to talk to the youth. So I was basically like, yo, if you was born in 1995, in between 1995 and 2025, I'm gonna ask y'all some questions. People that answered the shit right, I gave them some shit. You know what I mean? And then one guy from the Bronx, I forget him and his man name. Shout out to them. Yo, they changed their fucking coats 3, 4 times down there. That shit had me bugging, but they come from the same type of era, and we were speaking on the what that coat meant, the Himalaya, the '94 Himalayan, and it was basically like, yo, those that know, you know, like that was a get money nigga coat. Like if you was outside getting money, that coat was pretty much symbolic of, yo, I'm doing me. You know what I mean? And I was explaining to them like, yo, I jumped off the porch with a nupsy first, but once I started getting my own money, it was straight to the big shit. You know what I mean? They was laughing and shit, but they was like, nah, you keeping it 100. And I'm like, yo, what borough y'all from? And they like, yo, we from the BX. And I'm like, yo, that's another thing. Them coats was strictly Bronx and Harlem coats. Like, that's what I mean about the regional shit. It went down like that with boroughs too, so you was able to see who was from there. Not saying people in other boroughs didn't have the coat, but not as many as the Bronx and Harlem. No way. That's a fact. They had the most Himalayans and Sagamathas and shit during that time. But yo, it was a dope ass turnout. That's it for the winner. Next time that anything go off, it's gonna be the first day of summer. First day of summer, I'm gonna have some shit. Hopefully, the way I want to plan it, this shit is gonna be record breaking. This shit gonna be some whole other shit. You know how it be when the summer come. Like, I was shocked to see that many people outside in 30 degrees, and you know, it's like when y'all see the videos and shit and we all outside, it's not because we have to be outside. We have access to the inside of the store. Shout out to Teddy from Home Game. If y'all didn't already, follow Home Game New York. That's where you could get all types of crazy fitteds. Yo, Teddy, much love for always rolling out the red carpet and showing the hospitality to let people come in your store and do these type of events to keep the culture alive. So that was another thing. All the people from out of town got to experience how it is out here and also buy shit in the mix because the store that it was at. But that shit really fucked me up to see that many people out. I mean, you know, the Henny, the Douce, all that shit was keeping niggas warm. And niggas had very, very, very good coats on to stay warm, yo. Also, shout out to the Gore-Tex hoarders that was out there. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that came out. T Mark had the good champion cone head on with the new Who Decides wore Pele. Took it back to that reminiscent of that Pele era. Psst, yeah, it was shit outside, man. Y'all already know. Bobo was in rare form. Rivers was out there with the fucking Biggie on. My boy K had a crazy 75th anniversary Disney jacket on. Yo, shit was real. TTK had on an Avarex where he hand painted Winter Wars on the back. That shit had people turning heads. Then there was a kid in the Helly Hansen, and I'm looking like, I never seen that Helly in life. We start talking, come to find out he hand painted the back of his Helly Hansen. I say, yo, this shit is different. Yo, it was crazy outside, but we all know a lot of people don't like to come outside when it's cold, even though we was deep. You know how we feel when we first get that warm weather. So, first day of summer, we gonna give it that old feeling where you just feel like you gotta have that new white t-shirt on, or you just gotta have that new fit on. You gotta open up the box and lace up some new kicks, go to the barbershop, get the hair cut, get the car clean, make sure the armor roll is right. All of that shit. That's what we gonna do. We definitely gonna have this shit looking a different type of way. First day of summer, more news on that coming whenever it come. But yeah, be on the lookout for all the unbannable content that was taken for the event and shit. I got some decent pictures and some videos, but I can't unleash them until I get to say so on that. But yo, I was in Nordstrom Rack, right? Fucking around. I always go in there because you be able to find shit out of steel, right? So I always catch New Balance in there, and I definitely caught again 996 in cap sole. Gray shits can never go wrong. Yo, I've been doing these shit since 1996. I know everybody say DC is a big shoe. It's they shoe and all that. Respect to DC. I wasn't never in DC until late 96, 97, but top of the school year, I was doing this because I seen like my brother and niggas in the hood doing this, older people doing them. So these is perfect for the gray sweatpants. I had to come through with them. Yo, these shits was $60 too. But I remember when I would buy shit like this at 16 years old and wear them in school, they'd be like, yo, why are you wearing them dad sneakers? Like, and I'm like, yo, these shits cost just as much as the mics that y'all be wearing around here. So it was pretty much for me about not just always having different shit, but different shit that stood out, shit I knew how to wear and make look good. So the 996 was one. It was perfect. Gray sweatpants, white t-shirt. You good. Good run around sneakers. Shit's comfortable as hell. And it wasn't by that time, 96, like after the 11s, my Jordan shit was over. It was more or less like Air Max, Air Forces, wild boots. It was that's the thing for up here. A lot of people remember or vaguely remember, or maybe not even remember. It all depends how real it was for you outside. Yo, it was a thing. you know, they got memes about it, how they say we wear boots all year long. Up here, yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing in the late 90s. I mean, shit, look at DMX. Rest in peace. He used to wear a lot of boots, a lot of whack boots, though, too. DMX used to be bugging with them colored boots that he be. DMX have white boots, red boots, all that. But a lot of that shit come from doing bids, too. He probably used to have state boots on. Yo, it's very, very few pictures you can find the X in sneakers. One picture, he got the air check challenges on, the Agassiz, he in the club. They got a dog in the club with them, and he got the air tech challenges on. Then there's another picture where he outside with the locks, and he got the Pippins on and shit. But other than that, every picture you gonna see an X, he got boots on. I used to be like, damn. Back then too, yo, it was crazy because I would wear a lot of boots and it didn't feel funny. Like now, putting boots on some days, I'd be like, man, these shits is too heavy. I can't wear these shits all day. Or they not comfortable. And I think back like, damn, all the construction Timbs I had back then that turned all my fucking socks orange. I remember that when the inside of the boot was turning your sock orange. And I used to wear them shits religiously with no problem. Now, nah. Nah, I'm not. I love the way constructions look, brand new too, but I'm not wearing them shits every day. No way. Everybody that wasn't able to make it to Winter Wars, whether you in another state or you had to work, go to the website. It's some Winter Wars t-shirts up there for a limited time, just to let you feel like you're a part of it. Yo, look at this picture right here, right? This picture is 3 different things. Each one represents a meetup. So the Homestead Grays hat is from when I released the hat. We had a meetup. People signed the hat, right? That Air Max was from Air Max Day. I had everybody sign the Air Max. It's a couple other pieces I got too. Like the 100K event. It's a t-shirt, a culture t-shirt that people sign. But then this one for Winter Wars. A lot of signatures, and I was telling people like, yo, when you sign it, sign where you from. Like Shorty from Chicago put Chi-Town. I hope the guys from LA and the guys from NC, I didn't inspect all the signatures on the shirt, but that shit was crazy, yo. That shit is crazy, yo. I always say, yo, today is tomorrow's history. You know what I mean? So you never know where this shit could go. Some of this shit may end up in the MoMA or some shit down the line, man. Even if it don't, it's still hood historic and historic for us to be able to do shit like that. Never no violence, everything peaceful, everybody having a good time. You know what I mean? New connections being made, new people meeting new people. Like, yo, the shit's crazy, bro. Like, man. I'm going to leave y'all with a little footage from Winter Wars. Shout out to my nigga K. K always helps with the interviews. You know what I mean? K connected the dots for me to be able to fuck with Indio Prince the way I do. I told y'all before, Indio Prince. Follow them on the gram if you're trying to get anything printed. It don't even have to be for a clothing line or no shit like that. No minimum order. He do same day prints, all of that shit. Impeccable work. Shout out to Indio. Shout out to my man Dex. Dex is the owner. But back to K. K comes outside with the Meta Ray-Bans on and got hella footage. Yo, I'm going to leave y'all with some of the footage.
Okay. So yeah, look, we outside. Hold on. Yo, let's walk. Look, we outside. We on the Meta glasses. Yo, what's good? We out here.
Yeah.
And tell the people.
Hold on. We gotta go talk to money that came from Japan.
Who came from Japan?
Straight for these.
Oh shit.
He over here. Japan and
Oh shit. Oh shit. I can't get over there.
So right here, live from Japan, live from LA.
Oh shit.
Peace.